What's going on, everybody? It's mailbag time here on Giants Now. I am your host, Marshall Green. We're going to get to questions from subscribers on today's show. This video was recorded during our live show. That's going to go down every single Monday throughout the offseason. So if you want to be featured on our next mailbag, it's an easy two-step process. 1, subscribe to the channel, and 2, turn your notifications on. That way that you can join us next Monday for our live show. All right, first question coming in from Luke Papa. What's up, Luke? How many yards for Devin Singletary this season? So you look at what Devin Singletary has done throughout his career. Last year in 17 games played, he had 898 yards, where he averaged 4.2 yards per carry. The year before that, 16 games played and 177 carries, he had 819 yards, 4.6 yards per carry. And then in 2021, his last year in Buffalo, we had 188 carries. He had 870 yards, and he averaged 4.6 yards per carry. So at minimum, I'm expecting 820 yards for Devin Singletary. That's the lowest number he has produced in the last 3 years. I'm hoping for close to 1,000 yards for Singletary. I expect him to be healthy. He's been healthy throughout his career, 17 games, 16 games, 17 games, 16 games. I think the only reason he didn't play in 2022, 17 games, is because he was on that Buffalo Bills team that had the game canceled against... Was it Cincinnati Bengals? Cincinnati Bengals. So he's played in every game the last 3 years. Give me 900 and 1,000 yards for Singletary. I think he's going to have a solid year for the Giants. Rosario Guzzo, what's up, man? Do you think the Giants D can get 50-plus sacks? Let me look something up real quick. 50 is a lot. 50 is a lot. That would make the Giants. So I'm looking at last year's stats. Last year's stats, right? There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams that have more than 50 sacks. Colts, Bills, Dolphins, Chiefs, and Ravens. Do you think they can? Yeah, I think they can. Will they? I think it'd be right about that number. I think anywhere from 45 to 52 is probably in the wheelhouse for the Giants. You got to have Burns and Thibodeaux and Lawrence combined for close to 30. Ojulari gives you another 5, 6, 7. You're going to be right there. You're going to be right there. I'd air closer to 45, though. Zach Ortiz, start Belton or Newman? Week 1, I'm going to start Dane Belton. By the end of the season, I want Tyler Newman to be the starting safety. By the end of the season, I want Tyler Newman to be the starting safety. You draft a guy in the second round at the spot that they did. You need that guy to be producing for you in year 1. In year 2, you need him to be one of the better players on this football team. I'm going to go with Belton to start the season, but I'm hoping that by the end of the year, Tyler Newman has shown that he could be a top safety for this team. Steven Belinas, what's up, homie? Why don't we sign Patrick Peterson and Dalton Risner? Well, Dalton Risner is on the Minnesota Vikings, so that's not going to happen. If we can't afford them both, then just sign Risner. Well, Risner is on the Vikings. When it comes to Patrick Peterson, I don't know. Maybe the Giants think he's cooked. There was reports that came out that the Giants were interested in signing Steven Nelson before he retired, so maybe they poke around other veteran corner options at this point. I would bring in Patrick Peterson for a cheap 1-year veteran minimum deal, but I'm not the GM. I think it would be a great idea. Whether it's Peterson, whether it's Gilmore, I think Giants need another veteran corner. Justin, what's up, man? What's up, Marshall? What is your confidence level in Daniel Jones this year, and what do you see the Giants doing with quarterback position after this season? Confidence level in Daniel Jones is honestly not that high. I just don't really think he's that good of a quarterback. I don't. And I don't think the Giants are a position where he's surrounded with a lot of talent and a great offensive line. So he's fighting an uphill battle. I think he lacks top-end talent, and I don't think he's got a great O-line, and I don't think he's got the best supporting cast. So if I had to say 1 to 10, my confidence level in DJ, 1 being not confident, 10 being extremely, I'd put it about a 5. What do I think the Giants are going to do next year at quarterback? They're going to have somebody else. I don't think Daniel Jones is going to be on the roster next year, which means that they will be looking to the draft, free agency, or a trade. That's what I think happens at QB. Brian Brown, what's up, man? Marsh, you're the head coach this season. I wish. What position group are you looking forward to seeing in the preseason, or are you playing DJ? Yes, I am playing Daniel Jones in the preseason. He is not good enough to just walk into week 1 with no snaps under his belt. Yeah. So, yeah, I'd play him in the preseason. What position group are you looking forward to? There's 2. Defensive line, Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence, Kayvon Thibodeaux, Azeez Ojulari. Those 4 right there, they got a feast. But I'm also looking forward to the wide receiver position. I think that this is a receiver group that I haven't been this excited about in quite some time. I'm really excited for Neighbors. I'm really excited for year 2 Hyatt. I'm really excited for year 3 Wan'Dale Robinson and Darius Slayton as a pro's pro. So the wide receiver position is one that I'm looking forward to, as well as the defensive line. Those are 2 position groups that I think the New York Giants are strong at and ones that I'm looking forward to this year. My question to you is 6.5 wins for the Giants this season. This is the line in Las Vegas. 6.5 wins for the Giants this year. Type O for over, type U for under. I want to hear from all the real ones in the comment section. Slim Cash, what's up, man? With the new kickoff rules, special teams are going to be more serious, possibly a run back in each game. What do you think? I don't think there will be a kick return for a touchdown each game, but there's definitely going to be way more kickoff returns. When the was it the Eagles that signed Tariq Cohen? Or the Jets signed Tariq Cohen. I knew it was a team in green. The Jets signed Tariq Cohen, and their head coach, Robert Saleh, says he's expecting there to be 100 kick returns this year. So there's going to be a role out there for somebody to touch the ball 100 times this year and make a play. We've already seen Wan'Dale Robinson start to return kicks at practice somewhat this year, and I wouldn't mind him doing that. But I also don't want to see a player that plays a priority position to get hurt. So it's a double-edged sword this year. But, yeah, I expect the Giants to use someone that maybe we're not talking about there. Maybe it's Robinson. Maybe it's Eric Gray. Maybe it's Isaiah McKenzie. Maybe it's Gunnar Olszewski. There's going to be someone back there returning kicks that should be able to do some damage with the ball in their hands. Dale Roche, trade for a star off the table completely. At this point, I think so. I think at this point in the offseason, Dale, a trade for a star is off the table. Stars that are available. T. Higgins. Don't see the Giants trading for him. Brandon Ayuk. I don't see the Giants trading for him. That's really about it. That's really about the only ones we're hearing about trade talks right now. So I don't think that a trade's going to happen for a star right now. I do not. Make sure you are ready for week 1 and have your Malik Neighbors jersey on the way. Go to chatsports.com/neighbors. That is chatsports.com/neighbors. And get your Giants Malik Neighbors jersey today. Has not chosen his number yet. Once he does, they will put his jersey on that number on that jersey, and they'll send it to you. That link will be in the comments and description. Rob Simpy says, Marsh, as always, welcome back. Hey, good to see you, Rob. Thanks for always showing love to us. So now I'll ask you the same question I asked Seatman. What's the bet for week 1, and how are you going to feel when the Giants beat the Vikings week 1? I'm going to feel great, and I'm going to be talking a lot of shit. I actually live with Patrick Seaman, and I will be letting him know every day that the Giants beat them again like they did in the playoffs 2 years ago. I'm not sure what the bet is. I'll leave that up for you guys in the comments section. Let me know. What do you think the bet should be for week 1? Giants, Vikings. What should be the gentleman bet for the New York Giants? Or for me and Seeps with the Giants, Vikings. Giants Prods, what's up, man? What is our primary need? CB2. CB2 is what I think the Giants need the most. I don't really have the most confidence in Cordell Flott being a boundary corner every single game. I'm not ready for Trey Hawkins to be that guy. I don't think he's ready for that. I'm going to get Stephon Gilmore. I'm going to continue to say Stephon Gilmore should be a Giant until he signs with somebody else. He's the best corner available. It's the biggest Giants need. Makes a lot of sense in the world. John Toddy, what's up, bro? How does this offense compare to the 2022 Giants? Hopefully it can't get worse than last year when we had a glorified Jersey Shore bartender as our best. Oh, John Toddy, you crack me up. How does this offense compare? Well, hopefully the offensive line is better, right? More experienced Andrew Thomas. Jermaine Illuminor at left guard. Year 2, John Michael Schmitz. Better John Runyon than Ben Bredesen at right guard. And Evan Neal entering year 3 compared to year 1. At receiver, you're better because you brought back Darius Slayton, who was the best receiver that year. You added Malik Neighbors. You added Jalen Hyatt. And Wan'Dale Robinson is entering year 3 instead of year 1. But obviously you do not have number 26 anymore. You have a new 26. And Saquon Barkley was a top 3 running back in the NFL in 2022. I don't think it's fair to say that Singletary will be that guy. So, running back worse, receivers better, offensive line should be better. Will the quarterback be better? That's the one we're all waiting for. That's the one we're all waiting for. J Sports Card. If Jayshon Corbin breaks out, could he be a goal line back? I don't necessarily think Corbin is that type of runner. He's got a little bit more pop. I'd say he's more of your elusive runner that can run through arm tackles. I think if you had a goal line back this year, it's probably going to be Eric Gray. Devin Singletary or Eric Gray. Singletary is your goal line back. Corbin is more of get out and run, speed, elusiveness, than just pile over the goal line. So, yeah, I would say probably not goal line back, but he could fight his way onto this roster. Because after Gray and after Tracy and after Singletary, there's one job open. Will that be Corbin? Will that be Dante Miller? We're going to find out in about 2 months from now. Who's your breakout player for this season? Who is your breakout player for this season? I got a couple. I want to hear from you, though. Give me your breakout player for this upcoming season. And if you haven't yet, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We put out free, informative, entertaining updates every day on the New York Giants. So subscribe and turn notifications on for more Giants content.